Farmers across Europe are fed up and have taken their frustration to the streets. Farming protests against the EU and local governments have intensified since the start of the year across all of Europe, including Lithuania, Poland, Romania, Greece, Germany, Italy, France, and Belgium. In particular, large demonstrations of farmers drove and parked their tractors in Paris and Berlin while dumping manure and hay. The farming protests are all connected, but are not all driven by the same exact grievances. The common thread is that farmers are financially struggling because they are overburdened with high costs, imported goods to compete with, and increased government regulations. To make matters worse, in 11 EU countries, prices paid to farmers decreased by 10% in 2023. The farmers argue that the subsidies designed to assist them in times like this favor the large players over the smaller producers. For instance, German farmers are largely speaking against government cuts in diesel subsidies and rising costs. Meanwhile, French farmers were protesting against low wages and environmental regulations. France attempted to impose stricter regulations on pesticides in other parts of the EU. France also attempted to require farmers to leave 4% of their land fallow if they apply for EU subsidies. France has since made concessions on these plans and taken other steps to appease the farmers. That same day, a group of farmers gathered outside the European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium, and created large fires in the square centers. The EU leaders met to review the multi-annual financial framework, which included provisions for supporting Ukraine. I'm interested to hear what you make of all these protests and how you think the local governments in EU will respond.